Hey you guys, what's going on? This is Fabio coming back with another video. In this particular video, what I want to talk about is you know, just people being afraid going door to door. And I'm sure I've talked about this. I'm sure you're probably gonna hear some of the same stuff that you've heard before, but I guess I really don't know. I guess I really don't know why it's so hard to go door to door. I guess with me being so, good at going door to door, even though I don't close every account that I, want to close or that I attempt to try to close, I don't know why is it so hard for people to go door to door. I'll never know, because I think in the long run, people feel like they have to sell. I think people feel like they have to sell them, sell the services to whomever, when they go door to door, because of the fact of, whatever the reason is. But to be honest, you guys, you really don't. Door to door is really not that hard. It's really not. I've given you guys countless scripts or whatever that you can go on to go door to door. I don't know why is it that hard. I was thinking about setting up some type of situation where I can go door to door with you guys and kind of show you, because I feel like a lot of people probably live vicariously through me, in a certain regard. I think it's not that, okay, Fabio, is, this and that. I think they feel like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. If he go with me, he show me how to talk and how to, whatever, then I'm pretty sure that I can do it. And it shouldn't be like that, but it's no different than, you're guiding. Excuse me. It's a little chilled out and it got warm, so it's a little sunny. And I think it's no different than you showing a kid how to drive. You know what I'm saying? So let me see here. Manic, we're our own critic and afraid of what we'll think of ourselves and the undesired outcome. Yeah, and I don't understand that, Monarch. Hopefully I said your name right. I don't understand why it's such a big thing, because the worst somebody can do, is not like you're gonna get on a punishment, right? It's not like you're going to have to hold books, right? It's not like you're going to get a whipping or anything like that. The worst case scenario is they're not interested and then you leave. But it's not as scary to talk to strangers. It's not as scary to talk to strangers as people think. Like I say, the worst case scenario is they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're not interested right now, or we have a cleaner right now," or. But I don't think anyone is just going to tell you, "No, we don't want your service. Get out," and close the door in your face. I mean, no one is going to do that, right? Number one, that'd be unprofessional. And number two, I think that person should be fired. There is no reason to act that way. And no one is going to act that way. Out of all of the years I've been going door to door, and all of the business I've been drummed up going door to door, trust me, I done drummed up a lot of business. At the very end, they politely tell me they're not interested, or they ask for a business card, right? Or they'll give me one of theirs. Say, "Hey, check with us in the near future. Check with us in about 3 months," right? Or we do our contracts at the beginning of the year or the end of the year, or whatever the case is, right? So that's the worst case scenario. No one is going to give you a whooping. You're not going to be on a punishment. So guys, you have to take advantage of this door to door stuff. A lot of you guys let this whole summer go away, right? Where the summer is coming to an end, at least out here you can tell. It's getting cooler. It's seen by the week, and I'm in the Midwest region, and it's just a lot going on. And but what were you guys doing in like April, May, June, July, even August, right? Like, what were you guys doing? Like, you guys let so many months go around. The springtime, you were able. I try to push you guys too, because see what's gonna happen is, if you think about it, just think of it this way. Just think of it this way, guys. If you were to grind April, May, June, July, August, and let's go ahead and say September. You grind for 6 months, right? It's 12 months in a year. You grind for 6 months. Could you imagine if you was consistent week after week, day after day, day after day, week after week for 6 months, dude, going door to door? Even if you did it every other day. Let's just say you didn't go every day. Let's just say you went every other day. Do you know how many businesses you would have came in contact with? How many potential leads you could have turned into a profit? It's not that difficult, you guys. Like, you had the chance to turn so many potential leads. And it's still not late, but you had the chance in the hot months to turn so many potential leads into sales, into revenue. So let's say you drummed up 6 months worth of business, and let's say you didn't do no marketing, no nothing through the course of the winter. Whatever you got, like whatever you drummed up in 6 months, you could have actually lived off of that residually month after month, and let's say into the next spring season, right? I'm just saying, if you guys just really hit it hard, really did 6 months worth of grinding, day after day, month after month, week after week, right? You hit it for 6 months. Just think, you could have made $1,000 a month. You could have made, and still kept your job, right? You could have made a cool $2,000 a month, still kept your job. $3,000 a month, still kept your job. 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. And I'm being realistic. This is not something I'm just trying to geek you guys up. I'm being realistic. You can actually make $5,000 or $6,000 very quickly in this industry. Very quickly. Very quickly. If you were just tenacious, you went door to door. I mean, and so many people ask me all the time, Fabio, what type of account should I go for? I tell you all the time, my favorite ones is medical facilities because they pay a lot. Okay? But I also do apartment complexes, right? They pay pretty good and they keep you busy. You will never have work. So if you're one of those type of people that need to feel busy, to feel accomplished, or to feel like you're really doing something, apartment complexes is very, very good for that. Or apartment buildings, apartment structures. It's very, very good for that, because there's always a unit to be clean, right? And the fact of the matter is, if you guys, going back to my analysis, if you did 6 months worth of business, or drummed up 6 months worth of business through that time frame that I just gave you, you could have had people working for you, dude. You could have had people working for you. And it's not late. It's not late. You still got September, right? October. Maybe November is going to start getting pretty cold out, right? Depending on the region you're in. I mean, if you're in the South usually have pretty good, decent weather year round, with the minor hurricanes and things like this. But for the most part, the South don't really get any extreme cold weather or any really big snowfalls, right? Man. But I do want to thank everybody that sent me letters or sent me text messages and things of this sort. People that actually got business. I had people that thought they really couldn't do it. They watched my videos consistently. They learned from me. Maybe they went through my lead generation program. Maybe they, ordered a course or something from me at some point, right? And they're really, really kicking ass. They're really, really making money. People ask me all the time, Fabio, is there really a lot of money to be made in the residential sector? It is. You just have to get out there. It is. And the crazy part is, you guys, you don't even have to charge a lot in the very beginning. I told you guys you can do package deals. I stick by that. You can do package deals. You can do like a gold package, a silver package, a platinum package, right? And your gold package is if you do, that's a small package, right? So you can say, okay, my gold package is from this square feet to this square feet, right? This is what we're charging. From that square feet to that square feet. It's my silver package. This is what we're charging. From that square feet to that square feet is my platinum package. You see how simple these are? Set prices right here, though, right? So then you got it in a package deal with set prices. So if they want just your basic package, they'll go to your gold package. If they want just your second best package, they go to your platinum package. And if they want the extreme clean, top to bottom, whatever, they go to your platinum package, right? You guys can do package deals. I mean, sometimes I just want to grab you guys and shake you because I know you can do it, but it's your inner thinking that's preventing you from doing it. It's your thought process about yourself. It's your thought process about yourself, your thought process about your abilities. And we all get the same 24, right? We all get the same 24 in a day. But it's what you do with the 24 that dictate how successful you become. See, and I taught people, if you notice, my channel kind of went more into the more of a motivational side of things, because I believe there's only so much you can talk about in cleaning, right? Before it becomes redundant. It becomes, like the same stuff, cliche-ish, right? But the big like the big part of it is staying motivated. Staying motivated. You guys, not everybody, but a lot of you guys just don't have what it takes down here. You don't have what it takes in the belly, right? You don't have that burning desire. So a lot of you deal with mediocre and keep a mediocre mindset because you don't feel like you should have an extraordinary mindset or extraordinary success. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really don't. What's the difference between you and I? If I cut myself right now, what color would that blood be? If you cut yourself right now, what color would that blood be? Right? The only difference between you and I is I'm a male, you might be a female, I'm a male, you might be older, you might be younger, right? You might be of a different ethnic background, you might be of a different religion than myself, right? That's the only difference. But we're still part of the human race. We still have the same 24 hours, and we still have the same capabilities. The same thing I can do is the same thing you can do. But the only thing that separates us really is the mindset. I believe in myself. I believe if I go out and knock doors, that I will eventually get an account. But I'm relentless behind that because I hate just, somebody asks you, how's business? Oh, I'm failing. Man, I'm failing big time. Oh, I'm failing. And I'm damn sure not going to lie to him, say, hey, it's great when I know I'm failing. Right? So that's what motivates me. It motivates me real big because I know I have what it takes deep down inside to really make shit jump. You can ask any entrepreneur, why did you become so successful? Or, why are you a ultra millionaire, billionaire? You can ask any successful person, right? No matter if they got a brick and mortar store, no matter if they're doing cleaning, no matter what they're doing, if you ask them why they're becoming successful, a lot of them will tell you it started with them. It started with their mindset. It started with their belief system, right? So knowing that they believed in themselves. They didn't let nobody tear them down. They didn't let nobody interfere with um, their abilities to produce. You shouldn't either. You absolutely shouldn't let nobody interfere with your movement, with what it is you're trying to do. Be proud of your company. Your ABC Cleaning, be proud. Let people know that ABC Cleaning exists. Right? Let people know that your cleaning company exists. Sure, you're not going to get every account. I don't get every account. Right? Sure, you're going to get some no's on the phone. I get many no's on the phone all the time. But it's just something in me that say, if I keep going, somebody's going to tell me yes. If I keep knocking doors, somebody is going to tell me yes. Somebody need my service. Right? So that's what I like to tell you guys, man. I think a lot of you guys really have great potential. I don't want you to watch my videos to death and just get entertained or get motivated. I want you to do something with what I say. I want you to do something with what I say. Right? I tell people all the time, I'm no different than you. I just think a little differently than you. Again, I'm no different than nobody that watch me. But I think different than most people who's watching me. Right? I don't have all the answers. I never proclaim to have all of the answers. But I don't want you guys to make this cleaning stuff bigger than it has to be. Some people say, I don't have my license. I don't have no insurance. Some people say, I'm not bonded yet. Some people say, well, I don't have no money, so I can't go out and get no new accounts. It doesn't take money. Really don't. Sweat equity. Your determination to win. All you can do is pick up a sector in your city. You guys know your city better than me, so if you know this is where all the money is, go where the money is. Right? You guys can offer many, and when you're aggressive, when you want to win, you'll come up with something. You can go and clean boats. Go to the marina, clean millionaire and billionaire boats, and then get the chance to sit down and talk to them. You go to where the money is. Let them mentor you. Billionaires and millionaires love showing you things, dining you and wining you, and teaching you things. They love doing that, right? Despite what you guys might think, they actually do like helping. But the fact of the matter is, like I say, it's not about that, man. It's about you just being smart, being determined, and going out there to do it. Going out there to do it. I mean, I can give you guys a gazillion stories of people that came across YouTube that watched my videos who just jumped off the porch, who actually went out and did it. I have one lady, she's confined to a wheelchair. My best story to date. She's confined to a wheelchair. She watches my YouTube channel, my videos, right? And she's out crushing it. And she's confined to a wheelchair. Can't stand, can't walk, can't do none of that. She doesn't have that privilege. So if she can do it, drum up business, get new accounts in a wheelchair, and most of us have both of these, both of those, there's no way in hell we shouldn't be out in the field passing out our literature, passing out the business cards, the flyers, right? Walking from door to door. There's no reason, absolutely no reason. No reason. So I want you guys, do you guys got any questions? Excuse me. You guys got any questions? Anything specific? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Uh-oh, I was just about to end it. Let me see. How do you know when to stop trying to sell a client and move on? If you got to try to sell a client, they should see it. You don't have to sell a client. You have to just show them the benefits, right? If your your pricing is right, the pricing gonna speak for itself. That's what's gonna sell them. But you would know to move on when they keep swerving you, you know, and not answer their phones, they're not returning your calls, they're telling you come back this day, come back that day. They're making you talk to the assistant. Um, yeah, those just a few that shows you right there that, um, you know, they're not interested. You don't have to wait till they just say, no, please stop coming up here. No, please stop calling. Most likely, they probably won't tell you that. They'll just keep swerving you. You're welcome. Guys, got any more questions? All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and check on out. If you have any further questions, go ahead and leave it on this video. In the meantime, like, share, and subscribe. I'm Fabio Hart, the only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Take care.